Hey there team, welcome back to another video on the Battlefield 4 patches. So today, once you actually log in to Battlelog, or you load up Battlefield, you'll see this. The top story is balancing of BF4, the upcoming vehicle tweaks. Once you click on it, it'll bring you to this page. I just wanted to talk about this because, this does affect everyone in good, bad, crappy ways. Good and bad and crappy ways. Uh, so this is what they put: upcoming vehicle tweaks, and this was put out today on the 27th of January. Just the notes, not the actual patch. So let's just go through it. Talk about it, see what you guys think. Write down in the comments what you think, what I missed, what you think they should do instead, and all of the above. And if you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. Alright, let's get started. So, once you click on this, you just get straight to it. So, let's start off with the aircraft and anti-aircraft vehicles. So, number one, the first one, reduces the total amount of missiles carried by the mobile AA from 6 to 4. And basically the reason was it was basically impossible for helicopters to use countermeasures to avoid the AA's attacks. I totally agree with this. I know most of you know that I love to fly helicopters. I like to do everything, but those are my strong suit, helicopters. And I totally agree. I think 6 anti-air rockets is a little too much, to be honest. Even 4, I think, is a little too much. But I understand why 4, because if you only have 2, and most maps actually have 2 or more air vehicles for each team, so I understand. So 4 is a good balance, because as long as you have the 4, you can at least attack both, just in case. Because 6 is a little too much, and 4 I think is just the right amount. Number 2, reduce the velocity of the AA's default 20mm cannon from 1200 meters a second to 800 meters a second to match the 30mm cannon. Basically, this reduction reduces the distance projectiles will travel and should prevent situations where the AA could engage enemy vehicles without leaving its home base. The damage of the cannons remains unchanged, and aircraft, especially helicopters, should remain wary of getting too close to the AA. I like this change. I know most of us have experienced this. I've actually used this method. You know what? If I can be 1,000 meters away, boom. You know what? I'm going to do that. Use it to my advantage. A 400 meter decrease, that's crazy. I'm not against it. I'm actually for it. That actually is a good change. I really like that. And the fact that they didn't change the damage of the AA, that's awesome. Because AA should be ruthless. Reduce the physical impact of all anti-air missiles to prevent helicopters from flipping over when hit. The damage values have not been changed. I know I've experienced this where I get hit by a missile, and basically my whole, especially in the attack heli right here, it'll flip over, or it'll like flip to its side. And most of you know that once you flip a helicopter, it's going down either way. I don't care how good of a pilot you are, unless you're high up, even then you're gonna flip. So I'm glad that they prevented it from flipping uncontrollably, because give them a chance. It reduced the cone of which active radar missiles search for targets. Reduces the cone, making them require a higher level of skill in predicting where a target will be when the missile is fired. The missiles were previously too easy to aim at long range, making them a guaranteed hit and a clear advantage over the other missile types. Yes. Make it harder. These things, I know I use them on my jet mainly. I never really used them on an AA, but on my jet, you can just fire from halfway across the map, hit the vehicle, and guess what? While they're trying to stabilize their vehicle, I'm coming up on them. Boom, easy kill. I really like that they are requiring a higher level of skill. That's awesome. That's a good one. Increase the direct damage done by attack helicopter's gunner cannon. The gunner will be better able to assist the pilot in taking down vehicle targets with this change. Awesome, pretty self-explanatory. Increase the direct hit damage of the Zuni rockets for attack helicopters. The rate of fire of these rockets combined with their smaller magazine pool made them a poor choice over the two rocket types. I still chose Zuni rockets. They I chose them. I'm glad that they're buffing the attack helicopter because that thing was a joke. So increase the direct hit damage. That's awesome. Now for the scout helicopter. Oh no. Reduce the splash damage of the maximum splash damage range of the scout helicopter 25mm cannons. They were too effective against infantry, making them a clear choice over the 7.62 miniguns. And I agree with that because you could use the 25mm cannons for both infantry, and you could take down a helicopter pretty easy. Like if you were air battling, well, you could shoot out the gunner. You can't actually destroy the vehicle that much easier with the 25 than the 7.62, but you could definitely shoot out the pilot. So the 25mm cannons, what they're saying, are intended to give the scout helicopter some measure against vehicles and a clear trade-off in effectiveness versus infantry. So 7.62 infantry, 25 vehicles. So now to the tank and anti-tank. So it reduced the quote-unquote intelligence of the MBT law missiles, requiring the player to aim the missile closer to their target before the smart projectile will activate. And then additionally, it now reloads slower, slightly slower. This keeps its role of an easy-to-use fire-and-forget weapon available to all engineers, while also balancing it with all the other rocket launchers in favor of skilled AT shots. And then a bug where it would pass through an active radar protection shield has been fixed. I didn't know it did that. They also fixed an issue where active protection and the MP APS did not properly stop 12G frag rounds. I did not know that either, but I'm glad that they finally caught that. And then also reduce the range of where the M2 Slam will do maximum damage to vehicles from 6 meters to 3 meters. That's pretty extravagant. Players will now need to be craftier when placing the Slam in order to get full damage. The change is to primarily counterattack the placing of 3 mines in the same spot and a guaranteed kill. The range was deemed too large, making it superior to the mine, which I totally agree with. And then also the last one, reduce the damage the staff shell does to all targets by 25%. That's pretty crazy. This should balance the ease of the use of the staff shell with its damage potential. So, good changes. I like some of them. I don't like some of them. The one that I don't like is the 25mm cannons. Them changing it. I mean, I guess I'm just looking at it at a perspective of that was really fun and too easy to kill people, but I'm sure I'll get the hang of it. I like that they're going for more of a skillful player's mindset. Like, does that make sense? Like they're not making it as easy to play, if that makes sense. They're making it a little harder. You got to be a little more skillful to do the things that you were doing before. I like that. I think they're going in the right direction. Battlefield shouldn't be that easy where my little sister can just I mean, just go positive in a game when she's never played before. I had her play, and she actually went positive. I know they still need to fix a lot of things, but you know what? I'm glad they're doing it. Glad to see them working. Thank you so much, and that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for watching, and um, definitely stick around. See you soon.